And as we step on the mic, man, you know it's the difference. Heavenly blessed with the melanin, baby, you know that we winning. No time for the long talk, got 120 on the clock. Wednesday, 8 through 10, all the bad vibes better stop. Cause you gotta come with that energy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. Lil' Coco be spitting that remedy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. You better take this shit serious. You dropping knowledge, no hidden, it's free for the play. Tap it right now if you curious. We got the ham radio going lit every age. We go from people to family to pilots. Stay with me if you got something to say. You know it's important if we go acknowledge. Speak on the business and get out the way. What you gonna say about my mama? She winning, you rockhead.
Hello, welcome to the Casual Convo Show, where we have conversations about topics that affect the community's personal and business relationships. We always have the casual convo, so you don't have to have the tough convo. I am your host, Coco, and joining me, thankfully, even though she's under the weather, but she was like, I'm not missing it, friend. I'm not missing it, friend. I'm going to be there. I might be a little late, but she came right on time. The multi-creative. I can't wait to do creative content with her. The Jude.
Yo.
And also my new problem child. Who honestly, can I say something before I say your name?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm also grateful. Like, I know we talk a lot offline.
Right.
And I appreciate that you see my vision, that you support my vision. You've always been.
Why are you thanking me? That's what I do.
Stop! Let me do this. Let me. You don't never let me give you your flowers. Why you just don't follow? Just chill out.
Because look at the t-shirt. Look at the t-shirt. Look at the t-shirt. Okay.
Anyway,
look at you do like you do me. You mute me.
That's the problem.
So listen. So I'm just saying, for me, stuff like that means a lot because you don't have to. And I know your schedule is tight. I know things happen, but you still show up and you don't have to. And it's like we're just developing a friendship. But
indeed. What did I tell you?
You becoming like my cousin. You in that cousin phase. You ain't hit brother yet, but you like my good cousin.
Right.
So I do appreciate you. And I would like to welcome my new problem child.
No, Lord.
With the answer, Quentin Moore.
The problem child.
Definitely my problem child, but I can say you're well received. And then we have Paul. Paul is always supportive.
The governor.
Yes. And listening to you talk to people in your community and actually speak up for people in your community. I'm not even from down there. I'm from Baltimore. And to hear you when you in Asheville, North Carolina, it's like to being on video with you today. You ain't letting nothing fly. But it wasn't offensive. You get what I'm saying? It was like, no, this is the purpose. This is why we here. And even if nobody had your back, you stood 10 toes down on what your community needs. And that is commendable. So, thank you and welcome, Paul.
Hello, y'all.
So with that being said, let's get into the mental health check-in before I get into the topics of tonight. Truthfully, I'm in a good space. I can't come. I even things I could complain about, and what I will say is sometimes people don't understand what you got going on because you don't speak it and you don't say it, and that's fine. For the people that get it, and for the people who don't. But and I know we always, because we're talking about mental health check-in, and I'm very open about being in therapy, being in all of these things, and having someone, just to talk to and give me the tools that I need and resources I need to navigate through things that I personally have going on within my life, and to navigate it without worrying about what other people think or feel, because I have to go through these things, whether it's with the people that I have to go through it with or without. all I can say is I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, and I'm there for, and I'm with who I need to be with in their time of transition. So, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Who wanna go next?
I'm fine. I got a headache, but other than that, I'm okay. Yeah.
Who's next?
You.
No.
I'll go for you, Q, so you can
No.
close it out. I'm doing all right myself. Like you said, thank you for the compliment, Chanel. Thank you, Queen. And I want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of this journey that you are taking us on with you. Because from day one, I have found myself a good, awesome place to come and spend my Wednesdays. And I actually look forward to Wednesday night. So you can imagine me being disappointed. When you put up that, I got to cancel the show tonight. I say, okay. But yes, anyhow, thank you so much. I'm doing pretty good.
And I'm doing excellent. I'm happy to be among the company, of great people. You know what I'm saying? Positive black people. Um, just positive people in general. Started a new gig on Monday.
Cool.
Okay.
Unexpectedly, because the funny thing is something happened with the sample. They, they,
What?
they,
Not the sample you got from Amazon.
yeah, yeah. They said, but they hired me still, right? I'm there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I was like, fuck it. 22 is better than nothing at all right now. I can elevate to where I usually am with the 22. But I gotta bring that 22 to the table instead of sitting around fielding phone calls all day, talking to God knows who on the other line, trying to sell me a job, a dream, or whatever they got going on.
What happened to the sample?
Good question.
This is part of it. The sample, the drug testing company said, "Is that urine? It seems synthetic. Did you alter this sample?" I was like, "No. Why would I alter a sample? I'm as clean as the board of health. I mean, what are you talking about?" But I found I found out that
It's all of us trying to hold it together for me.
huh? Say what? But you know what? I found out.
Finally gave you some baboon piss.
I don't know what. No, it had vitamin C in it.
Let me find out they gave you the milk of the Simpsons in pool.
That shit had that. You need to add creatine to it because the human body, it produces it naturally produces creatine. That creatine is for your muscle development and all of that. You just use that powder to accelerate your muscle growth. You gotta have a little bit of creatine in there. That should have vitamin C in it. I was like, that's not right. I was like, whatever. I bought some creatine, and I was like, let's go ahead and dump the creatine in the shit for the next go around. Cause I'm certain that they won't be drug testing me anymore if I'm there already. I mean, I'm already in the fucking door. I'm in the first week of fucking training. It's a call center environment, but it looked like Let me tell you, it looked like you in jail. You know how in jail you go to the visiting room and how low the desk is that you're talking across from. If you're talking across with your loved one from the open
Mhm.
area, you know what I'm saying? You can't really touch them, but you can see them clearly instead of me looking through that glass. So I was like, damn, I'm in the fucking door now. What? Why? I don't have to worry about that shit anymore. I'm already here. And I was like, "Are you certain this is correct?" They were like, "Yes, it's correct. But you have to go in Monday." I was like, "Okay, I got the job. Let's go." The fake piss must have worked. It worked.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad it worked.
Thank you, thank you.
They was in that motherfucker like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Right. Let's go with synthetic
I'm,
without
No,
it.
no, no.
I'm
And the
happy for
thing
you
is,
though.
they asked me like the drug testing company asked me to retake the test, not the job.
Oh,
That's
there
key.
was too much synthesis.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Synthesis.
Synthesis.
Yeah, that part. That was.
And so I was like, no, I declined. And they passed it anyway, so I'm there. I was like, okay, I'm there. So it's call center. I don't like talking on the phones that much
Okay.
because I've done that shit. I did that shit for 5 years when I was living in Charlotte at Time Warner. Hearing complaint after complaint after complaint. I'm like, damn, man, cable's your only friend. This lady told me cable's my only friend. I'm like, you need to go outside.
Hey, J Bear.
You got to get
I
you.
was strung on them damn sweet steaks places down there in Charlotte until they started robbing me.
Say what now?
And when I was down there in Charlotte, I was strung out on them damn sweet steak places
Yeah,
until they started robbing them damn places. I said, "Oh hell, no, I can't stop coming here."
yeah. I sat back and I was like, listen, now that I have to commit myself to that so I could, continue my rebuild because I told myself I wasn't going to be out long after that 2-month contract. It ended due to budgetary reasons. I'm like, that's fine. I don't care. I'll find something very quickly, and I did. So fuck it. Let's go. Let's rock with it.
All right, and you already know what we talked about. You know what I say. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you, Semantic Antics.
That's right. Oh, I got more antics on the way. This way, just stay tuned, people.
Oh, I already know. So tonight we're going to discuss a couple of different things that's been going on under current events throughout the world, whether it's entertainment, political. I try to mix it all up, and then we do have an extended period of anything goes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I know y'all like to go off topic, so I'm allowing more time for the off topics to be a topic. I had to pickle ones earlier, friend. Look, I was from at work. If I'd have known we was doing sunflower seeds tonight, I could have at least participated in that.
Listen. Is that one of my trademarks?
Paul.
Yes.
Next week, you might have some sunflower seeds because we left out tonight.
No, I'm not gonna put my teeth in for that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be doing that. I got what I was right there.
Thank you so much.
What? You were supposed to just roll with it. You were supposed to roll with it. Oh my God.
Cheers.
I got mine.
And I got, hey, sunflower seeds and Powerade. This stuff tastes just like Gatorade. It's the same old thing.
I'm sorry, I showed my sunflower seeds. Go.
What's his name? RFK gonna do away with that stuff, ain't he? He says it's got all them dyes and stuff in it.
Oh,
Then he said he's gonna do away with that stuff.
I'm trying to
That's all I got to
find
know.
out. I'm trying to find out what they said he had a brain worm or something, right?
He got so good at his brain. That's why I
Yeah,
bought
yeah. But why is he talking like this?
him. Cause he didn't take his vaccine as a kid or something, so now he blaming it on the vaccines. Rotten mother. He's just a rotten snake. He's just gonna have to hiss from now on.
So he had to have a he had to have a speech therapist.
This is ridiculous.
What's going on with this
Hold on,
administration?
time out. Time out. All right, let's get into the first topic because I already see what this is going. Out. Time out. Okay, y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Y'all sure?
Yes.
Not Dion said he did from swimming in some nasty water or something. Now she coming with the context too. Shout out to YouTube. Okay, so listen.
Say swimming in some nasty water.
Again, the topics are going to be really diverse, from entertainment to political to just random stuff. So you might never know what may pop up. Okay. So the first topic, it was something that is disturbing to me, but also interests me because if anyone knows me, knows I watch a lot of crime TV, documentaries, as well as unsolved mystery type stuff. You can't tell me I don't. Yeah. So I don't know if you are you guys familiar with I think his name was David Burke, the David guy who where the teenage girl was found in his Tesla. And not for entertainment.
The
So okay,
bless
so I already see where tonight is going to go. I'm gonna just roll with it. Comment section is
You
good,
know,
child.
some of us, you know, we I'm actually working. I don't have I tune
you,
every. I'm
Lord,
trying to focus on my money because I asked Elon Musk the other day. You know, he and I had a chat. He didn't answer that. Okay. I said, Elon, why do you hate black people so much?
Before we get into that, let me get this out.
I'm about to say, what? What? I was so lost.
Because I mentioned the Tesla. Okay, so let's get into the David case. So Dion on YouTube, she know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So the David guy, I never heard of him until now. Who is
Mhm.
this
Me either.
sensation who gained this fame, I guess, from TikTok, whatever, or streaming, like video type stuff. So
Mhm.
anyway, young lady, 14 years old. Well, she was found after her 15th birthday, but she was found in his Tesla, deceased, dismembered, all of those things, right? So it for me, the case is really, really disturbing and weird because everything is too much that point to him that make you think is he being set up. But then when they started playing like snippets of his songs and certain things of his music, and then you only saw her like with him. And then now it came out, I think like days before, like August 28th, she was at one of his shows with him, and they showed her that she was alive then. Because the first rumor was she had been deceased for months because of the way her body was found decomposed, right? Now it's okay, she may have passed earlier this month, but because of where she was and I guess with the weather in LA and everything like that, it was this huge thing. So my take on it is one, she was a known runaway from the facts that we know. She was known runaway. Her parents had reported her missing several times. The first time they found her, she was with him. They got her back, whatever. She's had fake IDs, all of this stuff. So now she's with this entertainer guy. So her friends, everybody allegedly knew about their relationship. Mind you, I think he's like 20. So I know we've had conversation. Um, we've had a lot of conversation about older people dating younger people and pedophilia and things like that. So what this case was interesting to me was the more stuff come out, the more it's like so much is questioned. But you know how like okay, the Tesla was signed up was his in his name. So you know most of us would think why would you unalive someone or you know what I mean take someone's life, put them in the trunk of your car but parts of their body, but certain parts of them identifiable to trace it back to you. And then some people are like, well, he was on tour or certain things, but it's almost like I don't know. But then when you listen to his music, he was really dark. And then when you see some of his interviews, you're like, oh, this little motherfucker's a little weird. So I wanted to get y'all thoughts on it. So yeah.
I feel like anybody can be a killer if the opportunity presents itself. Um, you never know where your mental can be with things when in certain situations. But speak to the females real quick, the young ones in particular. Stop lying about your age. I'm not saying that's what she did, but I know that's a common thing. I was once a young girl, and I used to lie about my age. A lot of females do it. I don't know why. Um, don't know why, but a lot of these young girls look growner than we did when we were young. Cause I'm, a lot of these young girls they look old, um, and they will lie about their age. But you men that know the difference in a woman's body and a child's body, y'all need to know y'all cutoffs as well. Our bodies are totally different when we younger versus when we older. There's a difference in legal and of age, and then there's such thing as too goddamn young. Um, oh yeah, and then somebody did say, I think I say somebody said they reported stolen after he left or
It was
something.
not reported stolen. I think it was there, and it was in a tow zone. So when how you park somewhere and it's a tow zone. So when the tow company came, they smelled something coming from the vehicle that was strong. Everybody know. Well, not everybody might not know, but if you smell the deceased person, you know that's a strong. That's a distinct odor. So they smelled the odor that was alarming to them. So they notified authorities. So when authorities came and they popped the trunk, that's when they found
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that young lady, stop lying about your age, cause that gets you caught up in some shit. Y'all men, once y'all get with these girls and y'all realize that it seem a little off, stop thinking with your dick and retreat. Um, and I feel sorry that she lost her life. Like that's sad, and it's hard when like you are labeled as a runaway, and you out here. The police not going to do too much because if it usually take for something like this to happen. This is a common story on documentaries for real. I'm not surprised that she was found in his car because if she had a car, it probably would have been her car. You feel me? Because that's another common thing too. They're not that smart, and it's usually like the heat of the moment. It sounds like to me like after whatever crime was committed, then he went out of town, and that's also common in a crime documentary. I'm hoping something different, but off of my crime documentary watching, it looked like he probably did it. I don't know why. They probably got into an argument. They probably got into a tussle. It could have been something that happened. You know how many people accidentally kill people in panic?
her.
Like panic, like hide the body, leave the body, throw the body in the river somewhere. You feel me? Like calling other people to help them hide the body. Like people panic. If it wasn't premeditated, people usually make careless mistakes after they commit the murder, and I think that this was a careless mistake on his end. It probably was done on purpose, but I don't know. I'm optimistic, like to think, like she was a young girl, she was a runaway, she seen an older dude, he had some money, you feel me, he was infatuated with her because she was pretty, you feel me, he probably knew she was young, ain't had no business fucking with her. But if you a runaway and you out here, motherfuckers probably gonna fuck with you for real. And though it's wrong, that shit happens, and I don't agree with it. And and some shit probably happened, and yeah, shit probably got.
But then, like you mentioned, because when they said she has several fake IDs about her age, we don't know if he actually knew her age.
Yeah.
But the fact that she was dismembered, rumors, because it's not been proven that she may have been pregnant, which we've seen before on like certain stories or whatever. But to go back to J Bed was like, um, was not the I guess the vehicle was never reported stolen. It wasn't because even neighbors stated that the whoever owned the people that was in his home would move the vehicle, or the vehicle, if a car just is not sitting in the same spot, most people are not going to think. And if you're in a neighborhood where people are familiar with you and you're moving the car, who's going to report it stolen? So, but if you're in a towaway zone and your car's sitting there, how many times you been out somewhere and you might have parked in the wrong spot and you came out and your car was towed?
So people was moving it. So how many people knew she was in a car?
That's the thing. Nobody. So this is the thing. There's a lot of speculation resolving the case, but the police are not releasing a lot because, one, he hasn't been arrested yet. Let's just clear that up. He hasn't been arrested. They said it's an investigation, and he's supposed to be cooperating with the investigation. But what the facts that we do know is pointing to him. But they were trying to say that she had been deceased for months. It wasn't months, because now there's video proof of her at his concerts with him, like in the audience, or with his family members or something like that. So a lot of people knew where she were, but they were saying that like friends and family, like friends were keeping it, I guess, like, oh, she messing with, he was like a celebrity to them. He was known for them. But I've also noticed his audience and the type of music that he has. How, what is that dark web, that dark thing? Because even the snippets of certain songs, like what is it, romantic homicide and things like that, it's very cliche. It's very significant and telling of how, one, she was found, where his mindset was, and even showing interviews, like he said he had an alter ego that wanted to murder, and then the good ego was help solve the murders. It was just really weird. But he was also he spoke about being really sheltered, which people are also looking into that dynamic. So it's but it's really, for me, I don't want to say intrigued, but I'm like constantly looking for highlights of the case. But I try to look at evidence-based case based off of what's being investigated, because even the autopsy has been deferred, and it may be because of how her body was found. And they were able to identify her through a tattoo on a finger and something else. But to say that she was dismembered, we don't know what parts of her body was missing. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of unanswered questions, which may be a reason up to why, because they don't have a cause of death at this time. So a lot of things that's being put online is a lot of speculation and people developing their own theories.
I ain't seen it since it first came out. I was waiting for it to like
hit.
Yeah.
I'm watching Crime Network and they be showing updates.
I'm gonna tell you what.
What?
I've never heard of this young man until this incident happened. But I'm gonna tell you this right here. These entertainers, these artists, these stars, these celebrities, whatever you want to call them, at the end of the day, they ain't nothing but human beings as well as us. And people idolize these people, and these people got the same damn issues that we have. Now, nothing make them so special that they can't commit a crime, because it's been known that that's what they do. Most people they got in the industry now are criminals. But that's how it's been forever. With James Brown and all them back in the day, all these people was locked up. Barry White, all these people was locked up. It's just a different kind of criminal that they putting in these industry right now. And these people right here, these people don't have no morals. Just like the people out here in the streets running around killing each other, these people in the industry don't have no morals. He probably was messing around with that little young ass girl. Maybe he got it pregnant. Maybe he told somebody get rid of her, take care of it, or whatever. They didn't kill the girl, whatever. It's all just a distraction. It's all just a distraction.
Yeah.
Cause he didn't came out of nowhere. I mean, you talking about his music. I ain't never thought about his music. Romantic homicide. What the hell's romantic about a homicide?
Nothing. But it came out because they had some unreleased music. Like, because I've been actually following the story since I heard about it. I watch a lot of crime TV, like you. We watch a lot of documentaries, things like that. So because of it, and I'm like, well, what in the world? Because you know how some things make too much sense to point to a specific person, and like when you watch certain things, it's like, okay, is he really being set up? But then pieces that come out that are actually been proven to be factual, it leads to there's more than one person involved in this.
Yeah, but why would this person?
That's what they're trying to figure out is why.
No, right. Why would you drive the car that you rented with a dead girl's body in it?
And leave it in the
You're
tollway
going
zone.
yeah, in the trunk of the car, right? In the trunk of the fucking car.
Let's not. No, go ahead. Let's not forget a lady got caught here with kids in the car the same way
and got arrested the same night.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Well, they need to
in a crime such as this, when someone is murdered, wouldn't the criminal want to get as far away from the crime scene as possible?
And he was saying shows originally before it started, they just canceled the remaining dates of his tour. Yeah. But when her body was found, and some people say, well, he was still torn, like he didn't care. Sometimes, regardless of what's going on, certain obligations, whether it's your job, they make you do it anyway, right? So I don't know. But in my mind, I was like, why would he leaves so much evidence to point to him, like things that were signed over to him? But then I'm like, yeah, he might be that dumb. But then I'm like, no, there's more than one person in on it, whether it's speculation, allegedly, that is a manager, that is, maybe the brother, maybe someone who.
In other words, there's always an accessory to the crime.
Or it was his first kill. Listen, I'm just saying, I see on them crime shows, there's a lot of sloppy crime scenes. It's a lot of sloppy crime scenes. People make mistakes, and that's what really get them caught up. And he could have been in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Because
he had another show to do. And then we don't know how severely dismembered her body was. They didn't say. Now, because for them to identify her finger and for speculation of certain things, we don't know what parts of her body was found. Now, the video that they released, that there was a snippet of, because he was big on anime. So the video was done in anime. And I guess it was his alter ego that he had. I don't know if it was the woman. I don't know which song it was. Don't forget.
What's his name?
His alter ego.
What's his name?
Like that. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you because when I saw this thing, so then they saw a snippet of the song. It's a part of the song where they meet in this bar or club type setting, right? So he's with the girl, they having a good time. He has blood on his shirt because that was his thing. He was selling shirts with like blood-stained handprints, and then he was bringing caskets to his show. Like, this is how dark this kid was. So then, anyway, back to the video. The video shows.
He's bringing what to the show?
Casket. I couldn't make this up, yo. I'm telling you, when I say I've been following this story, I've been following this story.
You know what? That guy.
Let me finish telling you about the video. So the part of the video that was disturbing to me, the one that they showed was, okay, he was with the girl, I guess supposed to be a girlfriend or whatever, and they were like at the club partying. Then they got back, and I guess they got into something, and he was upset, and he started losing his mind. And then all of a sudden, his claws came out, so he slashed her, and the arm fell off. Like, dismemberment, right? And then it went back to, okay, now the good version of him was like trying to fix everything and trying to solve the problems, which goes into interviews that were shown of him that he did about this alter ego he had and how he envisioned like this story or whatever, where there's the villain who fantasizes and commits murders, and the good side helps solve the murders. So I'm like, did you commit this crime and then now you're working with police to solve it because now you're trying to bring your fantasies to reality?
Wait,
I'm being serious, yo. This is really like some real stuff. It's
Yeah, that's the police. That's how they caught that one other rapper guy. He put the the exact crime in his thing. And then let's not forget in the recent event of our brother Charles, what he did in the panic. Charles panicked. He asked for help. Ain't nobody want to help him, and he went and got the chainsaw. That's all I'm saying. People do crazy things.
Paul. Paul is disturbed. Paul is over this shit.
I'm just listening to it because
No,
like I said,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna start sending y'all the stuff that I see, and then I don't do the people who come up with certain things like whether she was pregnant or not. We don't know because there's no evidence that says that she was pregnant. There's no autopsy report that says she was pregnant. No autopsy has been done. All that we know is the autopsy has been deferred. So what I think everyone is waiting for is the exact cause of death. So because and then people are like, well, why he's still? Oh, it's raining. So nobody I, there's no cause of death yet. So I don't know. So anyway, anybody got anything else on that before we get to the next topic?
if he's guilty, they gonna hang his ass.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get to that later in the show. I'm glad you mentioned that. What do y'all want to get into it now? Something else we can out of order.
No, you already made a list. I seen your list on the email as well.
I mean,
So
I don't mind going out of order because you mentioned it, but okay. So so if no one else has anything on that, so have you guys heard about what was going on with Jimmy Kimmel? So Jimmy Kimmel was suspended for some statements that he made in reference to the death of Charlie Kirk. And also Jimmy Kimmel has been reinstated. Last show when he had some choice words. I didn't get the snippet tonight this show, but he pretty much went in on Trump. What are your thoughts on one? What I really wanted to talk about from that is there was a time where we always talk about freedom of speech, and in this country, it's supposed to be you have the freedom of speech to speak your mind or anything like that. So, with that being said, it feels like, from my perspective, is you only have a freedom of speech if it's agreeable to the masses. You don't have freedom of speech when the masses are offended. And then you have now in our political arena a group of people who are trying to weaponize, okay, if they say something, if you say something that's not favorable for them, they want to silence you, which is, I think, what that was. And then, so what does that mean about freedom of speech in this country?
Welcome to authoritarianism.
Speak on it, Q. This is your topic.
Welcome to authoritarianism. We already know that he who shall not be mentioned wants to be dictator. We already know this. It looks like 1938 Germany out here. Okay. The hate groups have increased. I watch a lot of stuff about hate, hate crimes and stuff like that. Cause I'm trying to be aware of who and what to look out for and where they are. If they are far away, like in California, I don't give a fuck about that. But we got shit here in our backyard. So I gotta watch out for these motherfuckers because the further south you go in Georgia, you start seeing it. The deeper you go into Georgia, past Macon, Savannah, it's cool. But if you're going in the opposite direction towards Valdosta, not so good. Brunswick, not so good. Columbus, no bueno. Columbus got shit. Columbus is one of the. I think it's like the fifth highest AIDS rate in Columbus, Georgia. Atlanta is like 2 or some shit. Well, as far as the state, Atlanta's number 1. But anywho, no. I just don't trust this organization because of what they want to do. They want to shut down free speech. They want to control what you say. If you go against the grain, they're gonna, take you to the gulags. Like we in a like we this will be a Western Soviet bloc instead of these. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to like 1980, Cold War. It's already happening. This is why BRICS was formed, right? Because the United States has control over NATO. So BRICS is you know about BRICS, right? Okay. Those quote unquote third world countries are very rich in resources. And China builds things very quickly. They're very efficient. Damn, here when all you got to do is look at the technology China is putting into Africa and the highways. They don't fuck around, okay? They're very efficient. Here in the United States, man, it take like 10 hours to do a mile of road. I'm like, and half of them be taking lunch breaks all throughout the shift. Taking like 5, 6 lunch breaks. I'm like, what are you doing? What you're trying to pave a highway, okay? This means you're gonna be going up and down this motherfucker all night long, all day long, getting in everybody's way. Because it doesn't matter how late it is, you're still getting in the way because there's somebody out there driving on the highway. May not be a lot of people, but it's always someone there. No. China, very efficient. Very efficient. Now, I wished Trump would make up his mind. And I did mention his name, and I say he should not be mentioned, but I don't care right now. I just don't see it with him. He's trying to. He's taking out. Did you hear what he did? I think he took down like slave paintings or something like that. Yeah, he took down like slave paintings, some black art and all that. And I'm like, yeah, he's trying to erase the legacy of slavery. Why? People already know about it. How you gonna erase it? How you gonna whitewash it? It already happened. It stays in the book. Doesn't matter what book you want to try to like whitewash it, hide it. It wasn't that bad. Slavery wasn't that bad. The people, and that's why I'm not going to say that other guy's name, but the podcaster. If you know what I'm saying. The podcaster who got famous overnight.
What was he talking about?
The same person we've been talking about, Charlie.
Okay.
Him, that guy. They say you should mourn. I looked at these people like, I ain't know this motherfucker. I ain't know him. He owe me money. Why the fuck should I mourn this dude? Because you say so? No, I'm not. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck the horse he rode in on in the glue truck chasing it. Fuck
Yep,
him.
that's how Jimmy Kimmel got suspended. Thank you, Q.
Shit. What did he do for me? What did he do for me? Absolutely nothing. He probably doesn't even know I exist. He probably don't know a lot of us exist. But we
Okay,
do.
so let me ask you this, Q. So how do you feel about freedom of speech?
Mr. Ravens.
How
Girl,
do I
and
feel?
first of all,
about-
I'm not even. First of all, what we're not going to do is we're not going to announce that because I told you before you came up here to stay on topics. We're not doing that tonight because y'all already lost. So do you really want to start that conversation? Because the fuck we can.
No matter win or lose.
Hey,
We
throw
You
me.
already ready to jump ship. Shit.
Y'all didn't want to throw me the ball on the other topic.
wait,
No, go.
Well, first of all, hold on, pause. That's all right. Let's stay on topic because we got to get through this.
No, because I told you. I
He
said
said,
this. I said, look, why are we mourning this guy though? Honestly, why are we supposed to mourn him? Why?
Mhm.
I
Why?
mean, it's
My-
not a requirement. I just think that like in a
asshole.
country where we all entitled to say, we all have the freedom to say what we want.
no.
As if that guy, let me finish. As so he did, like the same way they want everybody to accept what that man said. They can't not understand. They can't. We feel like they should be accepting the reaction. People gonna feel how they feel. I think that the world just wasn't ready for as many people to be as outright open about how they felt. But you said something about I wanted to speak on what was the main question again? Because I wanted to speak on when he's something about slavery real quick, because I wanted to kind of
Trump.
touch on that. But what was the
Trump
first
taking.
thing?
I think I said Trump was taking down. I think what slave paintings or something.
Yeah,
Is that
he don't want us to have nothing.
Yeah, all
right?
right.
He don't
So
want us
all
to
right.
have nothing.
My
It
my
wasn't
take
that.
my take on slavery, right? Um Being a black person that grew up in Maryland, Baltimore City, um, they can't take anything from us because we are who we are. So when we talk about when I'm taking down things, no, they taking down things that the vision of that part of history that they taught us. We have found out that so much of that was a lie, and we came up with our own little thing. It's about time for us to live on that for real. I don't care. I'm not gonna say I don't care about what he doing, but he can't take what we are, and we as black people and the people before us, um, people before Martin Luther King, from the slave, all the slaves that came over here have set the tone in this country for us, and we have paved the way. So what? So what? Some of the black community today is the way they are, and how they are, but every culture has something in them that don't nobody like. You feel me? Everybody. But they ain't taking nothing from us but the fictitious things that they put in front of. We know who we are. We know what we did for this country. So they ain't taking nothing from us.
It's
And the
all
fact,
symbolic. It's all
and listen,
symbolic.
and that's what's killing them the most. Because though they are doing all that, we still thriving as people. They ain't stopping nothing. You feel me? They ain't stopping nothing. That's why I don't. They try to use that slavery. We was mad. A couple of us was mad when the young people was like, we ain't worried about that. That's not our history. Yo, they stand on business, but we not the past because we not. We owning who we are. We claiming our rightful spot in this country and everywhere else in the world. We don't care like at all. We just demanding the same respect that everybody want from us. You feel me? So that slavery, what they doing, they trying to play the we kind of caught on to that and kind of somewhere else with that. That's a diversion. You feel me? Take it all down, whatever. Put your own shit up. You know what else he did? He took away the guard that I think Reagan put in the office. Somebody, you feel me? And put
Yeah.
something else. And now they
That was
paving
the
it.
Rose Garden.
He ain't just messing with our stuff. He messing with
Nah, that was
American
Jacqueline
history.
Kennedy. That was Jacqueline
Yeah,
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Yeah, which I couldn't remember which one, but well, anyway, I was saying all that to say it ain't just our shit he fucking up. He fucking up his own people shit. So everybody mad. You feel me? He trying to rewrite the history of America itself. But Coco, what was the main question? What was we talking about?
Yeah, because I don't want to be off topic. Because I'm trying to stay on
What was the
topic.
topic?
Please do, smart ass.
Ravens.
What,
That was no, that was for him because I know where that came from. Don't come up here with that. But anyway, original,
all right, go.
original. But Q, thank you for the history lesson because I think that was what you stated was some important stuff. So
Oh,
the
that's
thing,
messed up, though, man. Come on. Come on.
He's
Yo,
pursuing the
man.
football and then he's
That
able to
ain't
punch it
right,
out.
man.
So petty here,
That's,
yo.
hey,
He's
Frank,
pursuing the
that ain't
football
right,
and then
man.
he's able to punch it out.
No,
Hey,
it don't
hey,
matter. It don't even matter.
hey.
Understand. Understand.
Okay. That's fucked up, Rich.
that was no. I
Okay.
kept when he did that because I was like, did he just do that like that?
You know what? Y'all can laugh at that game, but I'm going to let y'all know.
Hold on, JB. I'm sorry. Let me answer the question before I forget, and then we going because we got a whole segment for open
Yeah.
topic. So
Throw me the
listen.
ball.
So the question was in reference to the Jimmy Kimmel situation and him being suspended over his statements regarding the death of Charlie Kirk.
I'm glad he back.
Right. Well, all I want to say to that is Jimmy
Right.
Kimmel knew better.
That wasn't the question. So,
Oh.
but we know now he has been reinstated due to some legality things, and then our judicial system reversed everything and stated that because it's freedom of speech, he was well within his rights, right? So my
Correct.
question is, how do you guys feel about? I wish I had a segment for his return monologue because it was really dope. I liked it, and I only watched Jimmy Kimmel. But how do you guys feel about freedom of speech today? Because I think what harped on and what got it overturned was the fact that in this country we have freedom of speech. But what we're noticing is with this administration and what you guys have spoken on was the fact that when we do utilize our freedom of speech to speak against the things that we don't agree with, it seems like we become reprimanded or you're being penalized for having a voice. Like your freedom of speech is being taken away if it's offensive to the masses. But if it doesn't offend the masses, you're okay. But if you do offend the masses or a particular group, now all of a sudden you don't have the power of freedom of speech. So my question was, where do you feel like freedom of speech is today within this society? But before you answer that, what I do want to piggyback with on Q and Ju is I do agree that today's African American culture, I think we do know who we are and what we see because we're constantly trying to be triggered. And I think a lot of things is happening because we, in the past, we've been quick to be in an uproar and tear up our own communities and give them a reason.
They take advantage of our emotional state.
Right. But we've given them a reason to come and attack us, right? So before we would have been the first one leading every march, the first one doing everything. Today, every time something has happened, what's the first thing that we did? And the first thing we made sure to get the message out. This ain't our fight. This not. We know what our fight
Burn
is.
shit down.
Even no, stop. Even with things now, no, but even with things now, I think we're becoming more strategic and we're more knowledgeable today that we're being triggered, and we know that we're more powerful in numbers, and we know they want us to react so that they can condemn and that they can use it against us and say, hey, look, so now that you have all of these other races of people acting the ass, who the first race that they calling on? Us. What we doing? Cooking and line dancing our ass off. Look how many of us have cooking channels, dancing channels, and other things like that. Where we like, nope, this is not our fight. We're not doing this.
Dancing with them
But
damn fans.
we're trying to take over in a different way than what they expected. So I think that's the most important piece to acknowledge is that we are learning what type of reaction to have, and that's significant to a lot of things. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Freedom of speech is up for sale. Is at auction right now. It's not it's you got to know somebody to be able to use it at this point. And can I just say this, and then I'm done? Jimmy Kimmel knew better because of Stephen Colbert. He said something less than that. He just went after the president, and his show is still currently canceled. He's on the air, but it will be canceled next year. What I do like the people did was stood up for him, but they should stood up for both because they both late night show hosts, and they both basically go after the same person. I'm happy that they got them back. Disney got better pull than Paramount apparently because Disney lost all their money. Was losing like what, a couple $1 billion. I forgot how many. That was reported. And that's what really made the big stinker. See, Colbert gotta be around the better company because Disney was not having it. They needed to put that man back. He got his job back because it was hurting too many other people pockets. Like no bullcrap. And you hurt the right pockets and the work in this country. But freedom of speech, it's only for the elites.
I agree.
Well, them some guns been riding our backs, so now it's time for us to piggyback on theirs. I'm gonna tell you what. See, he said the things that need to be said. For one thing, he didn't say nothing bad about Kirk or nobody else. He just said, "Hey, they thought it was when they thought it was somebody else. When they thought it was somebody from the right wing or whatever they called it, the left wing, the chicken wing, turkey wing, whatever the hell they want to call it. When they thought it was from over there, they all was all gung ho and ready to come out and start attacking the HBCUs and all that crap. When they found out that it wasn't that, then they had a different tone. That's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't say nothing wrong. But then y'all want to silence a man because Trump said to silence him. Oh, he needs to be fired. He don't have no fans, blah, blah, blah. This man wants to control everything in America. Every damn thing in America he wants to control. Football, the music industry, the arts. He wants to control everything. He wants everything to be about him. He's a narcissistic ass, crazy ass, man. Ah, I can't even get all the words together that befits him. But yet still, the freedom of speech, it still exists. But we can sit back and let them use theirs because we've been using ours to fight for ourselves. Let them fight for us. Yeah, you go ahead and fight because y'all can fight a little bit better because y'all up there with the money and y'all got the people that's making the money off of y'all doing this. It's all about money. And Trump really don't have no money. He's in there trying to get money. But he really don't have no money to be fucking with the people that got money. He can run around there boasting and shit like a little chicken if he want to, but he really ain't got no money. He ain't got no power. He got a bunch of dumbasses following him around and a bunch of dumbasses keeping him in power. But when it comes to money, them people got money and they're not going for your shit. They're going to shut him down pretty soon. But yeah, freedom of speech, I'm all for it. I'm going to use mine. They might not like it. I don't care. It might not affect the masses. I don't care. But I'm going to use mine. They can kiss my back behind.
Tell him,
That I
Paul.
do care.
Tell
Tell him,
him,
Paul.
because the way I look at this is, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say, and
There we
how
go.
I'm gonna say it. And
You need a bleeper. Keep this
Hey,
joke.
Q, they blocked you.
This joking. You know we gonna have
you know, because people hate hearing the truth, right? Everybody's a soft ass society we live in. I need a safe space. He hurt my feelings. He called me a nigger. I'm like, really? Okay, it's not, number one, it's not about what you're called, it's what you answer to, right? It's what you answer to. Is that your name? No. Then why did you answer? Number two, everybody wants to have me, I guess, eco-friendly. Everybody's eco-conscious, and everybody's like, in this hippie stage, where we feel and shit. I hug butterflies. That's what I do for my work. I like to hug butterflies.
Oh, fuck you.
Doing weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
My man Q.
They got I saw on the internet they got a lady. This lady is free bleeding into the ground.
Butterfly.
They got you. I, you know what free bleeding is? I don't know if you know free. Yeah, yeah. When you just don't wear no drawers on, you just bleeding. This
Here we
lady is
go.
sitting.
Here
This
we
lady is
go.
sitting in the grass. Free bleed. Somebody.
Where you going with this? Where you going with this?
Here we go.
They be
Here
doing
we
yoga.
go.
They be doing yoga. It's supposed to be healthy for your womb.
But
Here we go.
why are you free bleeding into the ground? Don't you realize what's in the grass, in the soil?
Because we're supposed to give back to the soil,
Get the
the
fuck
earth.
out of here.
Oh shit.
You get back to the soil when you die.
J-Man, what you got?
Oh, cause I'm just sticking to the topic. But listen, hold on. I do got something about
No,
freedom of speech.
hold on, pause. J-Man,
What?
what do you have on what has been discussed?
I got okay. I'm ready to say it. Can I say it?
Yeah, you
All right.
only what's been discussed because I know you.
I'm gonna stay on topic. I ain't gonna talk about nothing else. All right.
Okay.
Freedom of speech. Y'all remember when NWA had the song "Fuck the Police," right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that. That remember what the
All right,
president
all right,
told.
all right, all right.
What the president.
Can I also add? Don't get me canceled, please.
All right. All
Thank
right.
you.
I can't do it now. All right. But my opinion on freedom of speech, it only for certain tax brackets.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. That man was canceled because he was joking the president. And the president been told people before he was elected who he was going to come after. In NBC, ABC, I think CBS, I'm not too sure. Remember, he was going after The View. He was going after Whoopi Goldberg. He was going to go after Kimmy. What's this? Kimmy, what's his name? That Kimmy guy. Jimmy Holland. Furlan, whatever his name is. He's going after those people because of what he did before the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
When they was joking him, now he's in the office. Now he's going to go after these guys. So our freedom of speech is only to me is in a tax bracket. How much you make? He already said it. The rebuttal after that, he said, "Oh yeah, I'm still gonna get you canceled. Still gonna get you kicked off the TV shows." Me, my freedom of speech don't matter. But people up there with them big billions of dollars and TV shows, radio shows, yes, they got that. They use their freedom of speech. It's called power. It's called power. If you I don't know, but if you listen to Master P's music, and Master P said it in a rap, he said the same thing. He said, because I got money, that means I got power to say what I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to get censored. I'm going to get, nobody's going to buy my music. They got the power to do that. They got the power to pull people's stuff off the shelves. So they got power to unplug. So I agree with that, what Q said. And, that freedom of speech to me is only in the tax bracket.
Yeah.
It's
You,
only a
you know.
tax bracket thing to me.
Yeah. But and somebody told me, you gotta watch what you say. I'm like, why? Who gonna come after me?
They said that in the rap music. Don't get me wrong. We still on topic, right?
Yeah.
When we rap our music,
Yeah. Yeah.
y'all talk about that young guy. Can I go back to that for a minute? When that young guy killed
Yeah.
that girl, what? When that
Pause.
young guy killed that girl,
No, let me stop you right there. Because you said when the young guy killed the girl, that's allegedly, because it has not been proven. You're innocent until proven guilty in this country. So there's nothing that really, we're speculating that he did it, but it has not been confirmed that he did it. So even if you believe that he did it, I just need
I
to get
believe that he's doing the O.J. Simpson number. But
that. Okay.
listen,
So it don't matter, but he has not been proven guilty. So we're going to say
okay.
allegedly.
Let me
Thank you.
take that back. I don't want. Let me take that back.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So let me ask you about
No,
that one.
first of all, fuck that. No, y'all not gonna let that fly. Allegedly.
No. Let me ask you about that one
I'll
then.
type. You want me to type it?
Let me ask you about that one then.
What?
So if it's allegedly, right? They already got the car. They already got the car, right?
They got the car, and they got his
Okay.
fingerprints on
Okay.
that
Okay.
car.
Right.
No, there was
Right.
no fingerprints
Yeah,
found
capital all
Okay.
capital letters.
in the body. There was nothing else that came out about forensics or nothing. No forensic data has came out about this case. No autopsy has been done or been put out about this case. Most of the stories that are speculating online, especially on TikTok, are all alleged and people coming up with their own theories of what happened. But what we do
You
know
know,
is
we
that
should put our brains together, study the case. We should study the
we
case
should,
ourselves. We should,
because I'm trying
you
to
Look,
know,
you gonna
I'm
find
with you,
out
Cold
Jude.
case detectives.
hold
I'm
on,
with you, Jude.
which
The
is why
cold case crew.
no, but what I'm saying is
uh-huh.
I say allegedly because it's too much
Yeah, I knew he was going down.
to him that makes it seem suspicious, which makes me believe
Hey,
even
man.
if he did do it, someone else was with him
His bodyguard.
to do
Hey,
it.
man.
No, I don't even think it was the see. See, you got
No,
no, no,
listen.
no, 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 no.
No.
Because
If
I
there
don't
were
even
no fingerprints left on
pause.
at the
No,
scene
pause.
except the
No,
body,
that, no, there's no report that has been released about the investigation. Only thing that we know
Yeah.
for facts is that the police are still investigating and that he is cooperating. So we don't know what the police have. What
Your
we do,
Honor.
hold on, let me finish before you go. But what we do know is that people are speculating about what they think happened, the same way that we're doing now. So what I don't want to do is to put something out there as factual that we don't have no evidence-based data to
Hey,
say that is
I got my
factual.
evidence.
That's not what. No, you don't, because that's not what this platform do. Because I know for a fact you ain't got nothing, and I know you. So that's so to the public. I know who this person is, and everything that he says is alleged. We are doing it for educational purposes.
I rest my case. I rest my case.
So the views
They're
of
gonna get Perry
internet,
Mason.
views of
Hey, she gonna kick me off, y'all. I rest my case. Rest my case.
Don't get kicked off. Don't get
Look,
kicked
Jude,
off,
hey
Jay. Don't
Jude,
get kicked off.
I use my First Amendment and she's still gonna kick me off.
I got you. Don't
I
get
use
kicked
my
off.
Oh.
First Amendment and she's still gonna kick me off. So
Next,
he did it.
next, next. We will bring the next case to the
Well,
to
he's
the
not in jail, so I mean, damn.
no, you
Hold
know
on,
what?
hold on, Paul. Hold
This
on,
is,
Jude.
hold
Hold
on,
on.
this is content. So, Drew, you know what me and you can do?
Uh-oh.
what?
This fucking case.
The cold case crew.
Yeah.
Separately, as because
Yeah.
you investigate stuff and we look at stuff and we can come up with like theories. You know how like unsolved mysteries, and then when we
That's
got
Yeah,
what I'm
girl.
talking about.
Yeah.
no,
Listen,
but
Yeah.
you trying to
I'm
say that well, you freaking know what was going on and you did not say allegedly or what you were speculating. So I
Hey,
need you to be specific.
I,
you're
I,
right, Your Honor.
I
You're
can't.
right, Your Honor. You're right. But this is Ghetto University. But I do got something to say, Your Honor.
I
I
know
do
you
got something to say. I
but
do got something to say. All the evidence do point to that young man. He's a
ironic.
But
YouTuber.
I feel that.
He's a YouTuber. All
No,
his
he's not.
music.
He ain't no YouTube, but he is not. To get it right, he's a musician and a TikToker. That man made some songs and he's doing tours. Let's call him what he is.
That's why they canceled the tour.
Why they cancel the tour?
Because he's guilty.
That's not true. So take that back. That's only your
All
view.
right, I take that back. Strike that from evidence. Strike that from the record. Strike that from the record. I ain't going to get banned. But yeah, go ahead. I'm ready. I'm ready. I rest my case.
You ain't even presented. The fuck? Like,
damn.
I'm good. I'm gonna listen to. I'm gonna let you lead.
They be done declared a mistrial for that. But
thank
see,
you
you
for mistrial. Because with J Bed on the docket, that ain't gonna go nowhere. Because he don't even
I
have
bet
no
you I
forensic
get it.
trials, no
First
nothing.
of all,
Look,
my client pleads the fifth.
yes, sir. Hey,
He
yeah, we
pleads
do
the
plead the
fifth.
fifth.
You feel me? If the
Okay.
glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
I'm gonna tell you what. What was the other topic we was moving on to? Then we move on to something
We were
else.
supposed to be talking about freedom of speech, but it went backwards, Paul. I'm sorry. So, would you like to go to the next topic?
We did. I thought.
We was on
Okay,
that.
what's
No,
the next topic?
no, because with this panel, we don't look at Quentin though. Look, that's just much y'all look at Quentin. Watch the chaos
I'm
unfold.
looking at him.
Look, he just
He
watching
got
the
a
chaos
pussy.
unfold, loving it.
I see
I
him.
love this for you.
I'm surprised what you call man get him and screenshot him real quick.
Yeah. Rich. Rich. Hit him up. Rich. Hit him up, Rich.
He makes me so sick. I love you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Y'all ready for the next one? J-Bear, are you done?
I'm ready.
Why you want me to leave?
I didn't say that.
Nah, man. Nah, let J-Bear stay.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
What's the
She
next
was
topic?
not putting J-Van
I
out.
wasn't saying them. I was saying, are you
Hey,
finished?
G, that's how they doing it. Cause that's all right. Go ahead. We'll come back. Well, we good.
He was
No,
just asking you, was you
I'm
ready for the
asking you
next
for the next
topic?
topic, or
Oh
did
yeah,
you
I'm
have
ready.
more on that?
I'm ready, Your Honor. I'm ready.
Your Honor.
I'm never your
Wait
I'm
a
You got
minute.
that black dress on.
I don't have one of us now. Mind your business. See, there you go
Oh, wow.
speculating. You've been doing this the whole time, speculating.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
J-Man,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mr.
Yes.
Ravens. Shh, shh. I
All
got
right.
this.
All right. Go ahead.
Coco, go ahead. Coco, go ahead. Next topic.
This is the last one before the open forum, okay? So the next
Uh-huh.
Yes, open
topic is,
forum.
I'm not sure, has everyone seen what happened this morning with the news of the ICE agents that were the shooting that occurred during the
I
immigration?
hear that.
Toward the end of it.
What
I was
a
at
big,
work today and we can't watch the news at work.
that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Mm-mm.
What?
Was that in New York?
No, it happened in Dallas. It happened
Dallas.
Austin, Texas, Austin or Dallas, which one of them. It was in Texas.
I think Dallas. It was in
Um,
Texas.
yeah, that one. Anywho, stop, friend. So listen, what had happened was it was a mess.
Mhm.
So the ICE agents, I think they're in. Don't quote me on this because I haven't really followed up with the story since this morning. I was at work,
Mhm.
but the suspects, I believe, are deceased. And there are
Mhm.
two agents that are in critical condition due
Mhm.
to an immigration raid. So with this story, what was alarming to me was the fact that a shooting took place on an immigration raid, which signified, I mean, not signifies, which symbolizes that people are tired and they're ready to fight back violently with the same type of force, right? So when one of the suspects was released, it was it appears to be allegedly a Caucasian male. Which what I think what we're noticing is a lot of Caucasian people are going against the political agenda and fighting back, matching what they're doing with violence, right?
Mhm.
And then the other piece that I wanted to say was what tone is this setting for future immigration raids? Because we knew that a lot of people were against it, a lot of people felt some type of way. You saw people protesting, but now it's like going up a notch. So what I think what's happening is in this country is that people are getting tired, but they're fighting back in ways of violence. But what we're also seeing is an increase of political violence based on
Mhm.
political agendas. So what are your thoughts?
Easy. Well, what the political violence is doing is it's really creating more division that was already there. How United States is an oxymoron. Wouldn't you agree? You got 50 states, each with its own set of laws on how they on certain things. You see what I'm saying? They can't agree on anything. So how in the fuck do you think it's going to work in Congress? They can't agree on anything, right? Because, like I was saying in a Facebook post, we are not a monolith. That's the problem. The Christian right wants everybody to be just like them. You know, obey God, have a family, get married. Marriage is a great thing because of the declining birth rates. Am I correct?
Yeah.
The declining birth rates. Okay. Now, men having red pill, blue pill, black pill, popping pills, whatever you want to call it, to death. Right? The problem is people aren't going to listen to what government has to say because government does not live in their house. Government does not pay their bills. They are paying their own bills if they're working. You know what I'm saying? Why would I listen to somebody that doesn't live in my fucking house? Why? You know, somebody across town telling me I need to clean my room. I'm like, motherfucker, who are you to tell me I need to clean my room in my house? First of all, have you ever been to my house? No. I don't allow that many visitors, first and foremost. Second and foremost, it's my business how I got my room. If I want to have it, you know, a bed full of clothes unfolded, that's my business. Because it's only me and the dogs in this damn house. So hey, I'm the one that my name's on this damn lease. So fuck it.
Can I cut you off for a brief break? I mean, for a brief
Mm-hmm.
intermission, real quick. I'm sorry. Tiffany Giles is watching. And I just want to shout out her business, Beautiful Rivers Natural Oils. You please follow their page on Facebook. I mean, I know she's going through a lot right now, but one thing she hasn't done, and if you go to her page, you will see what her journey is right now. But one thing I just want to acknowledge that I love her persistence with her business. Like, no matter what she got going on, like health wise, personal, whatever, she is very much invested in her business. Her products are amazing. And if you can, please go support Beautiful Rivers Natural Oils. I'm sorry, go back. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That's just crazy to me. I just don't understand why people following shit. You know, I've been saying this for a long time about the current administration. People love being in cults. If you think about it, the reason why they love being in cults because they love being in groups. It's safety in numbers. Nobody wants to spend time with themselves because it's always stressed that you got to be around people in order to feel alive, which is a lie. Or if you haven't achieved these goals by a certain age, you ain't shit. That's what advertising tells us. Because you see a car on there, the car is what, $55,000, overpriced as it is. But you buy the car. People start taking notice. They see your car, they go, wow, this is a shiny new toy. I wish I had that. Oh my God, look at Coco. She's in a SUV and that shit fits her like a glove. I mean, wow, very impressive. You know, you know what I'm saying? But
Them damn
everybody,
seeds out, nigga. Spell them out.
That's the
All you
hat you
hear is
wearing.
the seeds and you talking. You hear damn seeds out, nigga. Spell them out. Spell them out. Spit out the
listen,
seeds.
But he is so concentrated and serious in what he's saying. I want to mess up his train of thought. But
Uh-huh.
if he missed a freaking beat, yo, you and these seeds in this blue cup. Can we at least switch to the color of the cup? Let me go to you some cup.
what?
You and this.
Look, it just at times you go like muffled because you're chewing them at the same time and tonguing. Spit the seeds out. Spit the seeds out.
And then it's that intermediate pause. And then it's
Uh,
because then you'll be like, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Got a
hey,
rhythm.
nigga, spit
Got a
them
rhythm.
goddamn seeds out.
That's what you're supposed to do. Because that's how you suppose. This is how I present myself. Okay, and represent myself and represent myself.
yeah, we're gonna call you Squirrel. Come on, Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Because we could tell you got them stored in your cheek. Your cheek goes
Yeah.
down throughout the show.
Hey,
Because and then you be like, I'm like, okay, he's spitting from the come on, Squirrel. What's
At
that?
least
your
it ain't
mic,
tobacco.
no, but your mic so close to your mouth, you can hear every single thing. You can't hear, but on the other end, you hear the cracking of the seed while you talking. You
Yeah,
hear the
because I'm chewing the seed while I talk. That's a skill that most don't develop when they
No?
eat sunflower
So
seeds.
you multitasking is what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm on America's Got Talent.
Skills. Okay.
I was on America's Got Talent.
that you would be great for the people. Those are the people who eat stuff for people who like to hear people eating.
Yeah,
ASMR.
Yeah.
all that smacking. Oh, I love it. I sit there and look at them. Especially when they said they popping gum. Oh man, that shit turns me on.
Oh
Do you
God,
really?
here we go. Here we
So
go. Here we go.
if you really, because there's a thing for that. Like, okay, don't judge me. I'm sorry. Can we go? Are we down with that? Or can we go back a little bit? Can we go
Your
into
Honor, object.
We only Q answered the topic. What was the topic?
Then we can go back. Keep that point in mind because I know I'm gonna forget because they're gonna talk about something else that's gonna delay my train of thought. But keep that in mind. ASMR. Just keep that in mind. Go ahead, y'all. I said go ahead, y'all.
Okay.
Go ahead, y'all.
About what?
I don't know. They had something to say on the last topic, and they ain't
No, I mean,
What was the topic?
Everybody forgot.
oh my gosh. Okay, so we were talking about the situation. Okay, let me go. Don't cut me off. Okay.
We're not responsible.
So we were talking about the situation with the ICE agents today, where there was some ICE agents in critical condition. The suspects, there were two that we know of that are indisposed, I guess you want to say. But the question was, will more immigrants, or when we see these raids occurring, will there be more violent attacks? What do you think?
yes.
I didn't hear that. Say that again.
Oh, you weren't listening?
My internet is slow.
Yeah, your internet is.
He said he got that special bus. He got that special bus internet.
Yes, that is true. So, okay, what we were talking about, I'm not sure. So, it's been all over the news about the incident with the ice raid in Texas. I want to say Austin, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, one of the two. Don't quote me. Um, but the ICE agents, there were there at least two in critical condition, and two of the suspects, we do know one was, well, to me, what he appeared to be was Caucasian, but don't quote me on his nationality or ethnicity. Okay, so one has been, to my knowledge, has been shown to the world, and he appears to be Caucasian. So in my mind, what I'm noticing from my perspective is an increase on, um, I want to say Caucasians versus political whatever crime, right? Whereas though what we're seeing is they're going hard over their political rights. So my question is, what do you foresee in the future? Do you think when it comes to the immigrant race and the immigrant thing, do you think more immigrants will fight back violently, or do you think this is just like a drop in the bucket?
They probably getting tired of them damn white folks disguising themselves with them damn masks and stuff, coming at them and attacking them and shit. They don't know if they're agents or whatever, dressed up and all that. Some of them people just doing that, dressing up like they're going so they can go ahead and beat the hell out of people and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, they playing a dangerous game. I mean, what you said was it's the white folks fighting against the political white folks.
Right,
So
like,
now basically it's white on white crime.
yeah,
Because that's what they be saying about us. They say it's black on black crime when it comes to us. So basically, this is white on white crime. So y'all go ahead and do y'all's thing, and we'll get with y'all after the dust clear. Shit. Why
that's
we got
what,
nothing get dirty? We gonna
Yeah.
step back, keep line dancing and putting your boots to the ground and all that good stuff that you're doing, going to the cookouts. And after the dust clear, everything we can come on back where we need to be. But the
Can I
dust
ask
ain't
y'all
gonna
a
quit
question?
until they get rid of that orange. Well, he ain't even orange no more. That man lost his color.
He
He,
tan.
you know, that White House be draining the hell out of people when they go in there. People don't realize it. Every president that goes in, I hate to get off the subject for a minute, but every president that go in there, that White House ages the hell out of them when they come out of there.
Yeah.
Trump ain't gonna make it up out of there.
No,
He's
you
not gonna make it up out of there.
no.
Barack, Barack was young enough to make it up out of there. Barack was young enough to make it up out of there. He was young enough to make it up out of there.
And
And
even Barack was old now. You see
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and within the time frame that he was there, I think that position alone. Even look at Biden. When Biden, he had a little bit of he had a little bit of frame of mind, and he came out like, look, ooh. But I'm just saying, it just seems like
that
That shit
motherfucker look like
aging.
that
roles,
motherfucker look like
any of
Count
our
Chocula.
roles. I think when you have any roles like CEOs of companies, and when you have different administrative roles, the position itself can be,
Draining.
if you let us just imagine if you got the weight of the country on your back, and then and even if you have a purpose that you're fighting for and you want to fight for the people, you still have people on their shoulder with a political agenda. So you're trying to do this, but then you got this. So I think when it comes to like Barack and it was, they were hitting him from all ends, and it's like he tried to stick to a purpose or whatever, but they was not. It was like, okay, whatever. And you got to constantly do things, and then you constantly getting like the hate mail and all of these other things. Because not only are you facing the pressure of the job, you got the pressure of the public,
You
the
know,
all that stuff.
So
when
that's why they let these 80-year-old white men that's on the verge of dementia, let them go ahead and run the country. Because
I mean,
they don't want no young people up in there running this shit. That's what they need. They need to get some young people up in there. They're scared of the young folks. Let the young people run it because y'all's old asses outdated, outthought. I mean, damn, go sit down somewhere.
But you
They
know what?
didn't get up in there making a lifetime of being a politician, getting paid off of people and shit. Damn crooks.
But you know what though?
Mm.
The that guy,
Oh damn, my camera ain't even on.
that guy that
No, I'm home.
was quote unquote assassinated, which he wasn't. He was murdered. He wasn't assassinated. He was a dead goddamn podcaster.
You know,
Was
when in this country everybody did they not people not fight for something? Like it's the history of the country. They fought to take over the country. They fought fight wars against other countries. People fight for rights. Is it not expected for with everything that's going on for somebody not to eventually start fighting back? Because that's what the as a as a American, that's how people feel that they should. Now, when we talk about Caucasian American, they feel like they are entitled to this land, and they go harder than anybody for this land.
because they
They,
know they've been in the wrong to get it. That's
but
why
yep.
they have to go
but
hard.
I'm just saying it's not unexpected for it would have been unexpected if certain crimes were committed that recently happened and the person was of brown skin, but it is not unexpected because throughout history, as in though while they taking down, black art and stuff like that, they are still promoting history of who then did what, committed certain assassinations, bombings, school shootings. They're showing the history. So it's not a shock moment. Everybody knows this. It's just fucked that somebody's in the White House making it fucking worse than it needs to be, making it okay to do these goddamn things. Everybody knows it's wrong. That's why white America fighting back. Because they know
He
it's
doing,
wrong.
he doing like Hitler did, taking all the artwork and all that stuff down and shit, burying and hiding and shit. He's following his little game plan from his ancestors. And then back to them about the when you said they, I know you had to be talking about those people that used to be Caucasian Americans. You know they took that Caucasian off the American, right? So they just became Americans all of a sudden. Everywhere they go, there's always been problems. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. There's nowhere they haven't been that there hasn't been a disturbance. Nowhere. They just woo. And then I got back. But let's go on. Let's go. It ain't free time, it is.
Yes, y'all have open forum.
A lot of them don't agree with it. Even a lot of the there's a good amount of white people that don't agree. There. It's just like I don't get into other races business. Unless it affects me. I get in the black business. When things start affecting black people. You know,
It's just like slavery, though. If you look at it, you say slavery was then and there, but you got to look at it still. It's right now, the way things is, like you said, it's a whole lot of white people that's fighting against it. There's a whole lot of white people that was fighting against slavery back in the day as well, against the people that was in the power. So the same thing's going on now. And the
yeah.
only thing is, we not in slavery as far as we were back then. But basically, they still got us in slavery where they feel like, many of us feel like we can't speak, who we don't have no voice. So now the slavery now is mental
Yeah, but
for most.
they have always tried to silence us.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ever
And
since,
we are. I didn't mean cut you off, Q, but we are a constant reminder of their history in
yep,
this country.
yeah,
That's why they don't want to know reparations and all that stuff because what they had to do with us. Mother, every time I hear that line, you know what it has to do with y'all. How y'all get all this land? Y'all ain't earned nothing.
right,
Ain't nobody left y'all all this shit.
right. Let me ask
Y'all
you. Let me
motherfuckers
ask you
took
this
this
though.
shit. Oh, go
I
ahead.
know we know that we were here before Columbus.
Shit, everybody was here for Columbus.
Right, right. That part. So
Born in 19. I was not here before Columbus.
shit, I was.
That's true. That's why the
I
shit.
was. At that time, my name was Quintonius. At that time, my name was Quintonius Maximilian Moore.
We had
You
Hispanics.
right.
We
I
had
was Sir Jude, Lord of Grass.
I don't know who I was. I was part of the Inakis. Well, J-Man, what you gotta say? Because I ain't like the outburst that you had said.
First of all,
But
that was his bird in the background. You
That
ain't hear
was
that
that.
raven? That was the
I was
raven in the
watching.
background.
I
and
was
Ray,
watching.
you see how
I
they
was
look?
watching. We off topic, so we got our own discussion, right?
Yeah.
No, hold up, pause. Because there was a whole freaking thing going on. That was dialogue that was actually going on. So you about to you. So what you telling me is you about to fuck up the dialogue. Is what I'm hearing.
No, I was about to say. I was about to say this. Christopher Columbus was here when the Patriots brought that boat over. So, but I would take that back and just. I'm listening to what y'all
Damn
saying.
it.
Come up here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Listen, my client is innocent until proven
You ain't even legal.
Raven.
You ain't a good representative. We don't have your stuff on file. So
Yeah. Your client get ready to get hung, I believe. Your
Y'all
client might be getting ready to go off the plate.
listen. I studied under Reverend Jesse Jackson, and
Yeah, I plead the
Hey,
fifth.
oh, girl, he about to tear all of that up because I don't know if you want to. You sure you want to take on this part?
I play the fifth. I ain't saying no more
Uh,
until it's 9:57, and I'll start talking. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
9:57. Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
I've been
I gotta get my little story in.
This is so
oh, guess what?
disruptive.
Guess what? Guess what? Check this out. Check this out.
yeah.
Back to what you was talking about, because something you was talking about earlier. We had a guy today. No. Yesterday was pulled over on the highway with a woman next to him that he done beat damn near to death. She died in the car before they could get to the hospital. But he was passed out something in the car.
Wow.
And you know what I was thinking about? It was something somebody had said something earlier about somebody trying to get away. Oh, we was talking about that Davy guy and somebody not knowing what happened and stuff and whatnot, and people trying to get away. These people are on some drugs out here nowadays. They don't even know what the hell they doing.
yeah,
Mhm.
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
Now
I will.
this guy done woke up in jail today. He don't know what the hell he done to that woman. But they got him in there for first degree murder. But he don't know what the hell he done to that woman. They
And if he
said,
do, he ain't going to tell them.
I do wanna piggyback off of that. Thank you, Paul. 'Cause I think that's something major that I think deserves a discussion because even in the type of work that I do, when you have people that use substance, a lot of times you don't know, depending on, especially if you get it off the streets or wherever you're getting it from, you don't know what's being put in there that contributes to your frame of mind, your train of thought, and things like that. So one of the things that professionals utilize. Now it's up to the person to receive it and actually utilize it in their daily activity is like risk management, harm reduction, and things like that, right? So which is something that a lot of people don't speak about because a lot of people think like harm reduction is like, oh, you're encouraging them to do the risky behavior. No, even with the risk behavior, because some people want to do what they want to do, right? So what we do is try to discuss alternative options to lessen the risk or cause of harm. So with that being said, like Paul said, sometimes some of these drugs have so many things in it or ailments in it, you don't know what you're putting in your body that can cause you to have something.
right,
And we always hear a lot of times people say, I don't know what happened. I woke up, I was locked up. When I came to, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Now you got like a life sentence. So that is a major thing, especially within poverty stricken communities. Because think about it, when people can afford the high, they function differently than people who you do what you got to do to get the high. So those are two different like conversations to have, and that might be a little deep. I don't know, but I do think that's an important conversation to have because we tend to think that, oh, you get high, you get high. No, but look at what's going on and what's being taken. That people are not in their right frame of mind when they're under the influence, and they don't have good judgment.
I'm telling you, it's scary seeing people standing around talking to themselves, having conversations, and just going on and on. Yeah, cussing and everything. And they, I mean, they really, and you, it's just bad. You just don't know.
Now you know what else is horrible?
Uh
Watch that dope fiend lean, and I'm like, how in the fuck are they keeping their balance? This shit should be an
I knew
Olympic.
this was about to go left. Go ahead.
This shit should be an Olympic sport. Hell, I tried to do it, and I was sober, and I fell over. I say that don't suit me. But they need to make that an Olympic sport because look, who got the longest dope fiend lean? We
Oh,
got we got Olga from Sweden. She's a
oh shoot! Ain't that's that lady off of
yeah,
Benson.
yeah. We got Olga from Sweden.
oh god.
We got you know, an Asian. I don't know how to say that. Zuzu from China. She's a bum. Uh, we got Queenie from Australia, and we got Rebecca here in America. Okay, all of them are heroin addicts.
Wow.
Okay, they all shoot up. You know, some of them share needles. Some of them carry their own needles. David, they got it. I want to see who's got the longest dope fiend lean. I'll put money on it.
I do
It'll be
got
like,
something to say.
yeah.
I'm gonna call Q. My fault. I do got something to say. I'm gonna cut Q off because I don't want to type this. But do y'all remember what y'all what y'all think about the two black? Well, I think it was three. They found hanging in.
Oh yeah.
But did y'all know they found
Okay,
one? They found another guy in New York. He was
hold
in
on.
New York.
Hold on. So you missed last week because we talked about that last week, but we're gonna get back into that. But before we get into that, let me just piggyback off what Q was saying when it comes to like certain lanes. So what I do want to do in light of that is because I did mention harm reduction and certain things. When the health department in whatever city, state that you're in, they have facilities where you have med clinic, medication assistance treatment, and then you also have places that have different like, so if you use syringes where you can get clean
Hmm.
syringes and things like that, you can get Narcan or whatever to lessen the risk of death and spread of disease and things like that. So we're going to talk about these topics. I get it. Sometimes we may kiki or whatever, but it's also important to put out awareness and resources that's available to you. Well, I do know here in Baltimore, they have facilities that will give you like clean syringes, and it's not enabling behaviors. What we're doing is lessening the risk of like when it comes to public health, these people use it in their environments so they can be able to identify when there's potential overdose and you know what I mean, how to bring the person back and things like that. And they can use certain safety measures if this is the type of behavior that they want to continue to pursue. I'm sorry. So to what you were saying about the I'm not trying to like switch topics or anything like that, but that's kind of important because I want to kind of balance it out. Um, the deaths, but I do think there was another. I can't remember what state. If you guys can correct me, to piggyback on what J Bear was saying, there has been a number of deaths that has been ruled as but I think they were labeling it like there was a serial killer.
Yeah, I think that's in Texas too.
Yes.
Well, they got one in New
So it's
York. They found
important.
one in New York.
I didn't hear about that, but what I did hear was different speculations. But I do know that where Drew was talking about, there has been at least 5 or 6. So it's
I
becoming
think they up to like 10 now.
Wow.
okay. So it seems
Yeah, they finding them in a
it's
lake.
right. So I think that's important to for
Could be wrong because I've seen others like different articles about it, but
yeah.
yeah.
But not to be like, I'm not trying to be like harboring on it, but I think it's also important when we put information out and stories out to be as close to make sure we're using like evidence based or stuff that we know that's proven to be factual and not something that somebody put out that they speculate. And
Right.
I haven't heard about that because then, people take certain things and run with it. And I don't want this particular platform to be one of those who are just gossiping. But this is something that people can go back and see that this is actually out there, is proven, and that they can continue their research.
Yeah, and
Right.
I want to take that off the record. I ain't say that. I just saw it on the news.
Well, also in the news, what y'all think about these people, these big companies making all this money supposedly to provide equipment to keep weapons from entering to the school, and the equipment doesn't work as proven with this guy getting into the school with a knife attacking the guy. And they've been making it was on the news then, but they try to say, well, that's just in some certain cases and not like something like that. But it's come to be found out there's quite a few cases of them making all this money off this so-called equipment to keep weapons out of the schools. What y'all think about that?
Well, growing up in the city where our school system stole most of the education money, you tend to put the lowest amount into the schools and then you pocket the rest. I think that's what they are doing there because that's what been happening here. So I suggest y'all local news people get on it. And I mean, the elderly people been on our education budget and what they've been doing with the money for the schools because apparently Maryland get a lot of money for the schools. Um, but they never put money into education. That your politicians do not really put a lot of money into the education system for real, and they probably just did a botch job. Probably got some people barely paid them any money to put a system up. Probably got a cheap system to put up because it don't take much to put up uh a freaking metal detector at the door. They had them in the schools when we was there. So if you want to put metal detectors up, put metal detectors up. Somebody just probably did a bull crap job, or they paid for cheap stuff. Like, or they was not probably at the doors. They probably put them on some doors. I'm telling you, if they do more digging into that, it'll be a probably a reason that somebody did something other than what they were supposed to do with the money. That's my opinion on it.
I don't think they want to put. My opinion is, I don't think they. My opinion is they'll put it in white schools, but they won't put them in the city schools. And you right about the money situation because I believe when them casinos was in Baltimore, what's that one downtown, the ghetto one, the horseshoe, the horseshoe. When we went to vote, it's supposed to have been a couple. The money from that hotel and the casino supposed to go towards the schools. And then they said they couldn't find the money to go where the money
Uh-huh.
went at, and then that's supposed to help the schools out. So my thing is, I don't think the what they call them city officials push it hard here until it's one of their kids that got shot, beat up, or whatever. Then they want to put it in the schools to protect the schools. I think it's all. I don't know. Like I said, I think they only put it in the schools in the county. You know.
Okay, I'll tell you the
Uh,
difference.
yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Well,
Time.
from my perspective, I agree with you,
Thank
but
you.
I also want to say, as a parent who my kids went to both city and public schools, there was a huge difference in the parenting and who was involved and what went on with their children's education.
Yeah.
So when you address those issues, you also got to hold parents accountable for how involved they in with their child's education? Are they going to parent teacher conferences? Are they going to city hall? Are they going to these meetings in the communities for the school for education, stating what these schools need, what kind of education they want them to do? Now, what I will say is, over a course of time, on the news and different news channels, I do see more parents speaking up. I do know that there are more parents now as opposed to, I'm gonna even say 3 years ago. I'm gonna go as short as that. Speaking up more so now of what's the need, and they're applying pressure on our educational board. That's why Baltimore City Education Department is under a microscope, is because the community, not the politicians, but the community has brought certain things to the forefront of this is what they want, this is what they need, and this is what the children aren't getting, which is contributing to the crime rate. So when you address one thing, you got to address the whole thing full circle as a whole. So what we also have to do is hold the community, which is the parents, the caregivers, the support system, accountable for all of these things. So we can't say, oh, the politicians just got to do this. But if ain't nobody saying nothing or fighting for what they're going to do, but what I do know, because I raised kids also in the county and went to county school systems. What I do know is them parents are at every meeting. They're very involved with their politicians, and they don't play about what their children get in their school.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
That's the difference.
In a school, so let's say in a school of 1,500 students, how many guns do you think are in that school?
Wow, I say 3.
Where the school at? Here?
In the school.
You talking about Baltimore or just
I'm talking
general?
about
Anywhere, just in
any
general.
school. I'm talking about any school right now.
I feel like it depends on your state. It depends on
In your
now
dress?
because to be honest, with that gun in school shit, you gotta take race completely out of it. Because I feel like
That's what
in
I'm
this
saying.
yeah,
I'm
I feel like in this day and age, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never fucking know. Some little boys and some little girls probably
Yeah,
strapped right the fuck now.
yeah,
That's why they got all them rules. Clear
like that
book
little
bags and
boy,
all that shit.
took the gun from the kid in school, and
I
he was
seen it.
what?
I didn't know if that was a real
He was
story in that.
he was a black boy that took the gun from. I don't know if the boy was white, but he took the gun and they giving him an honor and stuff, and then they still gonna charge him or something. But I'll say about 80% of the black schools, people are strapped.
Yeah.
Because some of these schools in Baltimore, you can walk in the back door, the basement, the tunnels that was under it, and still get in school with a gun. And then you got some of these kids that's cool with the police and all that, ease on by with their weapon. You know, I'll
okay.
say 80%.
Yeah.
I feel like across you got some places like, all right, just imagine, all right, so you got a difference in a place like Texas versus like a place like Baltimore. Just to say okay, two different places. You can legally carry here, but there's no stand your ground. You feel me? Shit. How you think? And these niggas probably still walking around with their shit on black or white. You feel me? I'm not even gonna take that away. You feel me? Black or white probably walking around with a gun on them in school. But with a little
Yep.
but in Texas, motherfuckers feel it's a different type of vibe there. You feel me? People buy their kids guns as teenagers.
Different laws.
Like it's just like yeah, like it's different. So
So,
I would expect that,
okay. So then, how would y'all expect teachers to teach kids under such conditions? How are kids expected to learn under such conditions if the schools are not using that money to put up the proper security to keep firearms and other weapons out of the school?
But
That's my issue with these people talking about they creating all this stuff and getting all this money. Just another big name company getting all this money. I'm saying no kid is able to learn. You might have a bunch of kids in school to learn, but it's difficult to learn when you worry about it. Oh, if I get an argument, if I say something to somebody, I know they might have a gun. This kid, I know that. I heard what's name got a gun. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, it's just crazy that even in the I'm gonna say we got young guys around here now, about 7, 8 kids about 7, 8 that I know over in the neighborhoods carrying guns. 7, 8 years old.
Yeah, and plus you
That's
don't
the day.
you don't know the mindset. You don't know
Yeah.
the mindset of these kids nowadays.
Yeah.
And I think the
These
other
kids,
issue,
these kids are emotionally charged,
Mhm.
easily triggered.
Yeah.
So easy to trigger them.
And I think some of these parents are like Coco said, something. But on the other hand, some of these parents are so friendly with their kids.
Yeah, they want to
You
be their
know,
kid's friend, best friend.
go to take this to school, put it in your bag, keep this for
Right.
safety. You know,
But then there's the other piece that I think none of us are addressing. When you have kids that are in certain different curriculums, also not only is it yes the force of violence, when it comes to learning, there are certain components to learning that you should have, which is adequate sleep. A lot of children don't have home environments where they're getting the adequate amount of sleep or being properly having properly what's the word I'm looking for, proper meals
Yeah.
where they
Proper
can learn.
nourishment.
And then to go on top of it, when you go into some of these schools, especially I can only speak on here in Baltimore. I can't speak on no other school systems. But I've been in Baltimore City public schools where there's no heat, no air conditioning, no whatever. So when you have certain conditions of the classroom, you're focused on, oh my God, I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold. So you're not getting the lesson. You're not, if you're hungry, you're not getting the lesson. There's so many different components, which is why when they started the SNAP benefit program, where so every child got a meal to contribute to the learning experience. So now that that's being removed from the classrooms, that's the problem because
Hmm.
now you have children that's in school hungry, right? So that was one thing, the computer. So there's so many different ailments. So when we identify or we bring up certain issues, that's why I said there's a whole bigger conversation and issue that needs to be addressed. And it's not just a point and a finger thing, it's how can we as a community make it better for our children. We're so busy trying to say, oh, this mayor isn't doing this. But at the end of the day, it's about the community. One thing, and I'm gonna take it back to Paul, and I'm not trying to go off topic, but when I see Paul fighting for his community, that's what we need.
yeah.
Because that's where it starts. And you have to address these issues with your politicians, of your council, of certain things in your district. It starts there. You want to work your way up and you get to know how many people, honestly, if you go in Baltimore and you ask 5 people who their fucking councilman is, they don't know.
Hmm.
When you go into these schools in charge of your education board, they don't know. You get what I mean? So it comes a part where we gotta really do awareness and education within our communities of who we need to talk to for change to happen. So it really starts within us. We can point fingers all day long, but we gotta start within us as a community first. And again, that's why I commend Paul. Paul go. He don't care what the fuck's going on. Paul at every meeting,
I damn sure try to be there.
and
We
it's
can't go there and know until the end of next month. They are
yeah.
so slick.
We be on
'Cause we just
conference.
had another shooter. I mean, cut you off. We just had 2 more shootings on Monday with 2 people getting shot. But damn, about 6 or 7 apartments that got hit with kids in the apartments. Unfortunately, nobody got hit. But they just got together, the mayor and them, and say, "Well, we're gonna do this and do that about the gun violence." Y'all ain't doing shit. And now y'all not having another city council meeting till the end of next month. Okay.
Wow.
Right, and stuff like that. But a lot of residents here, like here, even in county, don't know when the next meeting is. You got the schedule. How many people within a jurisdiction or a city or county know when the meetings are being held, or when the fiscal is, or when to propose certain things for your community, your neighborhood, your school system? A lot of people don't know.
Do.
They don't want to know.
Do. Because I'm active in my community.
Yeah, they don't want to know. If they
Very
don't know, they don't want to know. Cause it's sure enough be out there for them, and I share it with them. They don't want to know. People don't want to know.
Common
Cause
knowledge.
when you call them on, damn, when was it at? When was it? Oh, I was busy. I had to work. Yeah. Damn, you just working this all the time, but you can be somewhere else. You make time to be somewhere else. Be up here in this place and let these people know what the hell you demand of them. These people making decisions for your community, and you ain't even here to speak on it. Oh, well, they not here, so let's go ahead and do this. They don't care. Put a bridge through there, run their ass out of town, whatever. It don't matter. Yeah, crazy ass shit.
But
Yeah,
that's it.
I get passionate about shit like that.
About this Ravens loss.
And
I
say
get
what?
passionate.
We had 2 minutes left, so I mean, how y'all want to close out? I mean, because J-Bay is here and he always talk about Ravens Nation, but it's like Ravens Nation is like a testament. It's like
We still here. Listen, win or lose, you win some, you lose some.
So
But
hold on, what did you hold on?
we live to play another day. Go ahead,
that's
JB.
What she say? What did she
What's
say?
that? She
She
said
said a
Derrick
bunch of
Henry got that
nothing.
butter. She
She
said
said
Derrick
a bunch
Henry
of,
got that butter.
she said a bunch of nothing. You know,
Oh, she
She
can
said
beat me,
Derrick
but
Henry
what
got
look,
that butter.
I want to go over there to Q.
because
Take
y'all
the
just
head
knew
off.
y'all had to win. No, let me talk about this for a minute.
Q,
Because
take
y'all
the head
was
off.
had to win, and y'all was coming for me because my Patriots had lost or whatever.
Oh,
But
they
y'all
lost to
such a
Pittsburgh.
mess these days.
They
Let's
lost
just
to
say that.
Pittsburgh.
He said the
What?
Patriots came over here for Columbus did, but the Dolphins were swimming beside the ship. So
Oh, please, 'cause we beat y'all.
we were we were swimming right beside the
We
ship.
beat y'all. We beat
Yeah.
y'all. And them freaking pigeons just knew they had one. And then all of a sudden that loss came. Let me tell you how they done
first
fired
of
me.
all, we ain't pigeons, we Ravens.
Y'all, it's
There's
pigeons.
a
That's all it's
difference.
Baltimore pigeons, earthy ass pigeons.
Oh,
All
we're
right.
gonna get you another cup.
So wait
What?
till we play y'all ass. Wait
I
till
don't
we
give a
play
damn.
y'all.
Because,
I notice that. Notice I'm not saying shit because
All right.
my
They they
Giants.
they
nobody
got beat. The
is looking
Giants
like
You
got
got
beat by what you come. I do not know why.
you
the
got
Ravens.
Russell.
The
You got
Giants
Russell
ain't
out there
shit.
seeing about 7 different receivers.
Right.
Russell might need to get some glasses on
No,
out on the field.
Russell's out.
Russell's out there throwing to
He's
nobody.
out.
He-
Dart's
yeah,
in there now. Dart's
he
in.
should he
Dart's
should have
starting.
been there. He
Yeah,
should have
he
been
should have
Russell.
been out. I was like, and I was like, why the fuck did you get Jameis Winston, which I was fine with, and then go get Russell Wilson? I was like, that shit, man. What is this team doing?
It should have solidified just how suck ass your team was.
No,
And
it's solidified.
Ravens
No,
Nation,
no, fuck Ravens Nation first and
Ravens
foremost.
Nation,
Thank you.
Ravens Nation.
Fuck. This is my
You
time now.
feel me?
This is
Yeah,
my time. This is
it's still
this is
it's still
giant time. This is
fuck the
giant time now.
Giants.
This is
Hey,
giant time now.
y'all score gonna be the size of that hat when y'all play again.
Let's just say. Let's just say.
Matter of fact, can we do a watch party?
Yep.
Bet.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
come on.
Uh-oh, here you go. There you
Oh
go.
Hey,
I
wow.
knew he was coming.
hey, okay,
You know
that's
what?
good.
You know what, hand radio? That's okay. That's okay.
That's all right, man. That's all right.
Derrick Henry
But
got that butter.
when he scored that touchdown on Kansas
Hold
City,
on, pause. Hold on, pause. Look at the jewelry and the gold teeth and everything. What all
Yeah, he
that?
got that butter.
Look
He
Yo,
here.
got that
I didn't
butter.
even know. I didn't
Damn.
even know that was him. Cause
I'm
he
fine.
had facial hair. He looks weird without that facial hair.
Look at him. Look at he collapsed.
He
Look at
said,
him.
man,
yeah.
he
Just
got
keep on
that
He's good.
butter.
rewinding it.
That's probably
He,
why
Hey,
he fumbled.
you
hey,
Shaved his
win
keep.
damn
some, you
beard
lose
off.
some. But
Yeah,
we
Hold on.
hey, but
we
all I can
live to
say
fly
is,
another day.
all I
We
can
do
say is,
we
I
do
don't
with watch
mind
party. All
losing
I'm
that
saying.
game. We don't mind losing that game. We come back.
Look, listen. The Chiefs Ravens. Are we doing a watch party or no?
I don't mind. I'm gonna be there.
I didn't say less. Quint Q, you game?
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
why?
watching no game with y'all. Y'all not Ravens
Yeah,
fans.
y'all, you know y'all
Oh
gonna lose.
God,
You know
we
confident.
human beings first and
And fuck
foremost.
the Chiefs. But yes, I'll watch the game because we
Hey,
gonna win.
hey, Coco, what's your favorite
That's what
color?
I'm saying. I'm not
Huh?
no Chiefs
What's your
fan.
favorite color?
Blue,
What's your favorite
blue,
movie?
blue, red, and white. Don't play with me.
No, what's your favorite movie?
Purple rain.
Ah, can't get that purple.
Purple rain.
Yeah.
No,
Purple
pause. Because
rain.
y'all don't wear purple, but y'all damn sure lost in black.
Ooh.
Because we couldn't find the light switch.
Uh,
But that's
uh.
look. Let me say something.
Anyway, we gotta go.
Let me
I
say
can't
something.
wait till we whip your ass.
Boy, we coming for y'all.
You wanna know
We
what's
coming
funny?
for Q. We coming for all of y'all.
We
Oh,
going to that
well,
game. We going to that game. I
We
want to go
Yeah.
to
will.
the
Oh,
game.
you-
I want
all
to go
right,
to the game. I want to watch us whip your ass in person.
bet we can go.
Hold
I
up.
got
When do we play New England?
December 21st. I got vivid seats on my phone. Are we getting tickets or no?
Man,
I want to
Oh,
go. Yes,
Bet.
I want to go.
yeah. Hold up. We gotta sit with her though.
Cool.
Yeah, so we can talk shit.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. I want y'all to.
put
So
on your
She
when
saying,
Baltimore
hey,
stuff.
look.
so every time we can
She's saying that now.
that
She's saying
motherfucker.
that now. But what was
Mhm.
that message on your Facebook page when y'all lost?
Right. We get
Y'all
it
was
again.
hurt.
Right? But what was your message when y'all lost? Nothing, because it was crickets. Because y'all
I ain't make
always
no post. I ain't make no post
I
because
ain't
I was
make the post
mad.
yet.
And
so
y'all
fake.
said every time we get mad, we always disown the team. So I'm trying.
Uh-huh.
We are.
This is
Hold
a
on.
new
Let me
me.
go. Let me go. We gotta go. Okay. So thank you guys for tuning in
Oh man,
tonight.
that's sad.
They turn it
Thank you
over to the Ravens.
for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, J Bad. Thank you, Dion. Thank you, Just Right for Me. Thank you,
Mr.
Ted.
Ravens.
Whatever. Jay, he up here and Day Trick. If I missed you or whoever, thank you because we gotta go because these Ravens fans always doing the freaking most. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this. The Jude, of course, the best, the Paul, because you know Paul be chill. And look at this fool with his tic tacs.
hey,
Um,
friendly reminder. Just because the weather's getting cold outside,